So happy daylight savings time, everybody, or perhaps better said, it's daylight savings time now. Um, and in light of the time change, I thought we would start seated with a little bit of breath work, specifically breath of fire. So please make for yourself a comfortable seat. That could be sitting on a sofa in a chair. It could be sitting cross-legged on a blanket, or whatever you got. I'm personally going to sit on my knees with a blanket between my sitting bones and the heels. Organize yourself into a place that feels comfortable. So because it's daylight savings time, I thought we would do some breath work to enliven our energy and perhaps move out any cranky cobwebs that have arisen due to the time change. So quick demo on the breath of fire. It is a quick breath out through the nose. So prioritizing just the exhalation. As you exhale sharply through the nostrils, your belly will snap back in towards the spine, and then the in-breath will happen reflexively. So we're just exhaling sharply through the nostrils. I will guide us through, but please listen to your own body. If this starts feeling uncomfortable, panicky, just not serving you, please instead switch to a long, smooth breath with a slight pause at the end of the inhalation and the end of the exhalation. Just long, smooth breaths. So please start by making yourself comfortable in your seat. You could take the gaze softly down towards the floor, or you could close the eyes entirely if it feels comfortable and natural. And please take a few full, smooth breaths in and out. Begin to settle into yourself more fully. Notice anything that's arising within you, whether it's an emotion or a sensation in the body. And then turn the awareness back to your breath. And now I'll guide us through breath of fire. Please take a full breath in through the nose. Full breath out through the mouth. Take half a breath in and then begin short, quick exhalations through the nose. Take a full breath in and an easy breath out. Take a moment to return to a natural breath. And then take a full breath in. Open the mouth, full breath out. Half a breath in and begin. Full breath in. Easy breath out. And notice how you feel. Gently blink the eyes open if they were closed, and make your way down onto your back on your mat. Once you land on your back, on your mat, take a full breath in. And then open the mouth, let the breath go. Bend the knees, place the soles of the feet onto your mat, and then wiggle the feet out wide onto the edges of your mat. Bring your arms out wide into a T shape, and then drop the knees from side to side. As you wag the legs from side to side, begin to connect more fully with the breath. So take full breaths in through the nose, full breaths out through the nose or the mouth. And watch the breath. Observe your breath from the moment the inhale initiates to the moment where the inhalation becomes the exhalation, and then watch the entire length of the exhalation. Hear the breath and sense the breath as it moves through the body. So what is the felt sense of the breath? Bring the knees to center. Wiggle the feet in towards hip distance. And then with your right leg, reach the heel up towards the ceiling and bend and straighten the knee a couple times. Our only objective here is to start to greet the tissues on the front and the back of the leg. Place the right foot down. And now reach the left heel up towards the ceiling, bend and straighten the knee. Move at your own pace and observe any sensations in the leg. Observe any sounds in the leg. Maybe there's a little bit of crispy, crinkly action happening in the knee. Notice that too. And then place the left foot down on the mat. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a moment here to settle into the shape and observe any sensation in the low back. Bring in a full, smooth breath. And then with your next inhalation, puff the belly up towards your thighs and down towards your mat. Open the mouth, exhale as you draw the knees in a little bit closer to the chest. Again, inhale, full breath, fill the belly, fill the chest. And then open the mouth, draw the knees in. Once more, inhale fully. Fill the belly, fill the chest, fill the back, fill the space around the shoulder blades. And then open your mouth, empty the breath, draw the knees in. Drop your knees over to the left and open the right arm out to the side. As you land in your reclined twist, observe the right shoulder. And if you find that it's rising up away from the floor, then consider sliding something under the knees or maybe between the knees so that the right shoulder can rest a little bit more heavily onto the floor. Take some full, smooth breaths here. Focus breath into the front and the back sides of the body. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, bring the knees through center. And then drop the knees over to the right. Allow the knees to land to the right. Open the left arm out to the side. And now notice the left shoulder. And if it's rising up away from the floor, then consider supporting the knees with a blanket or a block, whatever you've got on hand. Maybe it's a stuffed animal. Take another full breath in. And exhale, empty the breath here. You could roll over onto your right side, or you could roll onto your back and rock up and down the spine a couple times to transition onto hands and knees. I'm going to scoot a blanket underneath my kneecaps. For some cushioning, you could choose to do the same. Place your hands roughly under your shoulders, look back, place your knees more or less under your hips. And now as you inhale, lift the crown of your head and your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press into your hands, curl and round the spine in, emptying the breath. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round and dome. Take a few more cycles of cat-cow and move with the pace of your breath. Either take a few more rounds of cat-cow or make any other movement in the body. So just kind of weird out with your body, move around, sense into how that movement is feeling, and then let that sensation determine what happens next. So explore. You don't have to keep the hands on the floor or the knees on the floor. Feel free to just move and wiggle about freely. This is your time to really just have some free play in the body. Which doesn't mean it's always going to feel like play, but this is your time to discover sensations in your body and tend to what is being asked for. I guess we call it freestyle self-care. You are the only one who lives in your body, so you are the only one who's going to be able to know what's helpful and appropriate for you. Start to resolve your noodling about. And we'll meet on hands and knees. From hands and knees, tuck your toes under, press into your hands, lift the hips, lift the knees, reach the hips up and back. Feel free to experiment with how far you walk the hands forward or how far you walk the feet back, or maybe the other direction, how close you walk them together, or how wide apart. So instead of deciding to cram yourself into one position and grit your teeth and say, well, this is this is just what I'm doing. We've got a lot of opportunities to do that. This is a moment now when you can just explore the shape, explore maybe what works for you or what doesn't. And then pause in a downward facing dog. Maybe the palms of the hands are down. Maybe the forearms are down. As you inhale, lower the knees onto the mat. As you exhale, press the hips back towards the heels into child's pose. Inhale, rock forward to hands and knees, or maybe elbows and knees. And exhale, downward facing dog. Keep going. Inhale, lower the knees. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees or elbows and knees. Exhale, down dog. Move through that sequence just a couple more times. Link the pace of the movement to the pace of your breath. And if your body is expressing a strong preference for staying in any one of these positions, then please honor that preference. Be in a static shape, but continue to deliberately and actively move the breath. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. And there's no hurry, there's no rush, there's no winner. The first person who arrives in downward facing dog, their prize is just more time in down dog, so please move at your own pace. And in your downward facing dog, please preferably come onto your hands and then step the feet wide to the edges of the mat. Bend your knees and then walk your hands in towards your feet. And then drape, pour the upper body over your legs. Relax the shoulders, relax your neck, your head, your face. You could stand with your head pointed down towards the center of your feet, or you could shift the weight around from side to side. Make any movements that support this forward fold. And then soften into your forward fold a little bit more as though you were a pat of butter, melting over something warm and delicious. Maybe it's a toast, maybe it's an English muffin, some other breakfasty bit of loveliness, a French toast, maybe a brioche French toast, up to you. Stay buttery and soft and melty in the upper body. And then gently curl the tailbone under and roll up the spine, stacking vertebra on top of vertebra. Once your head is up, inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart. In this moment, you could grab your block or whatever you have to bring the floor up closer to you. You could bring that in front of you. You could also choose to not and instead use your body for that support. And what I'm saying will make more sense in just a moment. So please spread your toes wide, press the soles of your feet into the earth, reach the crown of your head up towards the sky, and then inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, fold forward any amount, knees bend any amount. You could fold forward towards your block, support, mat, legs. And then bring the hands onto the shins. Inhale, reach the crown of your head forward. And then exhale, fold inward any amount. Inhale, hands to the shins, reach the crown of the head forward as you fill the lungs. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Pause in your forward fold, and now either bring your left hand onto the block if you have a support in front of you, or bring it maybe to the right leg, and then inhale, reach the right arm up, twist the chest open. Exhale, float the right arm down. Right hand to either the block or left leg. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And then exhale, float it down, close the body, keep going side to side. Inhale into the twist, reach the arm up. And exhale to change sides. Place the head and the gaze wherever the neck is most comfortable, so it may the gaze may feel inclined to look up towards the top hand. But please prioritize a place where the neck feels comfortable. Twist once more side to side. Pause in your forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest halfway, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold inward. Press down into your feet, reach your arms wide, stand all the way up, maybe bending the knees a little bit. Take a breath in, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart. And then step, hop, scoot, scamper to the top of your mat. And bring your blocks, or whatever you're using as blocks, if you have them available. Place them at the top of your mat on the sides. Step to the top of the mat. Place your feet at hip distance apart, more or less. And then press the feet down. Lift the crown of the head towards the sky. Inhale, circle both arms up. Exhale, dive forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press your right foot down and then step the left foot back. So make your way into a long runner's lunge and look down at your front foot and your back foot and negotiate a stance that's about as wide as your hips. So err on the side of more wide than narrow, and then place the back knee down. Bring your upper body up. You could bring the hands onto your blocks. You could bring the hands onto your front knee or maybe onto the hips. Tuck the back toes under. And now as you inhale, lift the back knee up off of the floor. Exhale, press into the front foot, straighten the front knee. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, place the back knee down. Inhale, lift the back knee up, reach the heel back. Exhale, press into the front foot, straighten the front knee. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, lower the back knee. Keep going. Move with the pace of your breath. Relax your face, relax your jaw. This coordinated movement can be quite challenging for the brain, but you can think of it as a straighten, straighten, bend, bend. Just one more time through on this side. Once the back knee is down again, inhale, reach both arms up. And then exhale, take the hands down towards the blocks or the mat. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and then bring the back foot forward in to meet the front foot. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach wide, stand up. Exhale, hands to prayer position. Observe the two legs. Notice any differences in sensation from side to side. On me, they feel like the legs right now belong to two very different bodies. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press your left foot down and then step the right foot back. Land on the ball of the back foot. And then wiggle the feet out to about a hip distance stance. And then place the back knee down. Maybe you bring the hands to blocks, front knee or hips. Tuck the back toes under. Inhale, lift the back knee up, reaching the heel back. Exhale, press into the front foot, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, place the back knee down. Inhale, reach the back heel back, lift the back knee. Exhale, press the front foot down, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, place the back knee down. Keep going. Link the pace of the movement to the pace of your breath. Relax your face, relax your gaze, even relax your tongue. One more time through. Pause once the back knee is down again. Inhale, reach both arms up. And then exhale, place the hands on the mat. And then step the front foot back. So that means we'll meet on hands and knees. And then turn that hands and knees position either into a plank with the knees down. So that would mean walking the hands forward. Maybe you tuck the toes under and lift the knees into a high plank position. And if you know that forearms down works better for you, then by all means, choose that. Create full, smooth, even breaths. And then with the knees up or down, slowly lower with control onto your belly. Once the belly is down, untuck your toes, reach the legs out long behind you like you could leave big toe prints on the wall. And then inhale, reach the breastbone forward and up into cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, float up into cobra. Exhale, lower. Do that 3 more times. Now you get to choose where and how the hands are placed and how high or low your cobra is. At the end of your 3rd exhalation, press back through tabletop into a downward facing dog. And then from down dog, inhale, lift the heels, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift the chest, fill the lungs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach wide, press the feet down as you stand up. Exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Observe sensation in the legs, now having done the same exercise on both sides. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward towards your blocks or the floor. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press your right foot down, step the left foot back, place the back knee down again. And now this is where the blocks might come in for support. So please ease the hips forward towards a low lunge. And then ease the hips back, turning the toes up towards the ceiling, bow forward over the leg. Look for some sensation along the back of the leg, and then shift back and forth. So fingertips could verily be on the floor, or they could be on the blocks. Maybe you're moving and sliding the blocks along with your movement. And feel free to customize, to personalize the shape. So if you find that in the hamstring experience, we'll call it, that you're just kind of a little bit wobbly, then maybe because it would be helpful to slide the front heel forward, maybe the back knee back. Make choices that support your body. which sounds quite abstract. So that feel sustainable, appropriate, helpful. The next time you are in the hamstring stretch, that's with the hips reaching back, the toes turned up towards the ceiling. Experiment with windshield wipering the leg, the foot, side to side, moving from the hip joint. So you're rotating the entire leg. And then experiment with wiggling the foot and the leg. Pause the foot. Now drive the heel down into the floor. Relax your jaw, find your breath. Take another full breath in, press the heel down into the floor. And then as you exhale, release that effort, and then fold in towards the leg, maybe a millimeter more. Inhale, reach your chest towards your toes. And then exhale, shift the hips forward towards your low lunge. And now wiggle the right foot out onto the furthest right edge of your mat. And then ease the hips down towards the floor. Maybe your hands are on the blocks, on your front leg, or hands are on the mat. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, wiggle the right foot back in towards the midline so that it's at that hip width spot. And then tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step the back foot forward. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms wide, press down, stand up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press your left foot down and step the right foot back. Place the back knee down. Ease the hips forward towards a low lunge. And then ease the hips back towards a hamstring stretch, turning the toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe you're using blocks or fingertips. Shift forward and back, moving with the pace of your breath. The next time that the hips are back and the toes are turned up into a hamstring stretch, fold forward over the leg any amount, and then windshield wiper the foot and the leg from side to side. And now shimmy and wiggle the foot a little faster. And then pause the foot, drive the heel down into the floor. And if the knee is prone to hyperextend, then please put a little bend into the knee as you activate the back of the leg by pressing the heel down. Relax your shoulders, your jaw, and then as you inhale, press the heel down a little more. Exhale, soften and release that effort as you bow in towards the leg, maybe just a tiny bit more. Take a breath in towards the back of the leg and reach the breastbone forward towards the top of your mat, towards your toes. And then exhale, rock the hips forward towards a low lunge, and then wiggle the left foot out to the left edge of the mat. Ease the hips down towards the floor, maybe hands on the block, hands on the floor. Take a breath in. And then exhale, heel, toe the foot back in towards hip distance. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and then bring the back foot in to meet the front foot. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach wide, stand up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Notice how you feel right now. And then release your hands down by your sides. I'm going to turn to face you. Please make sure you can see me. Brain balancing time with additional options. Okay. Demonstrate the number 10 with your hands. And then with one hand, 5, the other hand, 1. All right, countdown. We're going to use the pointer finger to point to the counting hand, which right now is our 5 hand. And then switch, 5 hand becomes the pointing hand, count down to 4 with the opposite hand. Point with the 4 hand, 3 with the other hand. Point, switch hands, 2. Point, switch hands, 1. Start to count up. So now point with your 1 finger, make 2 with the other finger. Point, 3, switch hands. Point, 4, switch hands. Point, 5. Now keep going, count down. Switching side to side. Move at your own pace. Additional challenge. Do this while also breathing. Additional challenge. Keep doing this. This is all optional, while sitting the hips back into a chair pose. Additional challenge from here. Count down with the hands as you shift the weight from side to side, slightly hovering 1 foot up off of the floor at a time. And really just doing the countdown is more than enough. I don't know why I even added in the other challenges. Just to really throw a little bit of chaos into your day. Can you pick up the speed of your counting? We're just going to do this for a couple more moments. The next time you're at 2 ones, pause and release. Reconnect to your breath and just notice how you feel right now. And then if you're not already there, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back towards a downward facing dog. And then come down onto your forearms, and maybe it's more accessible to have the palms face down. Maybe it feels better to interlace the fingers. What is it like to have your feet where you place them naturally? What does it feel like to walk them in? And then find a place where you would rather be. Now as you inhale, press down into your forearms, slide the shoulder blades up towards your ears. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades down. Inhale, press down, slide the shoulder blades towards your earlobes. Exhale, slide them down your back ribs. One more time, inhale, press down, slide the shoulder blades up. And exhale, slide them down towards your hips. Lower your knees. Take the knees a little bit wider than the hips. Bring the big toes together. Press back into a child's pose. In your child's pose, make claws with your fingertips. Walk the fingertips forward. Look for some traction in the shoulders and the spine. Take some full, smooth breaths here. And now keep digging your fingertips into the mat, claw into the mat, and now imagine that you could pull the mat towards your shoulders. So dig the fingertips in and pull the fingertips towards your shoulders. Look for a sense of the shoulder heads snugging in. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, walk your fingertips over to the right. Crawl the left fingertips away a little bit more and take some full, smooth breaths into the stretchy variation of the shape. And now the strengthy variation. Dig the fingertips into the floor. Pull the floor towards your shoulders. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release. Walk the hands through center and then over to the left. Crawl the right fingertips out a little bit further. Draw breath into the sides of the waist, into the sides of the ribs. Dig your fingertips in, pull the earth towards your shoulders. Inhale, pull. And exhale, walk the hands to center. Walk your hands in towards your knees. And then swing the legs out in front of you. Roll all the way down onto your back. Cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Flex the top foot, and then either use the hand to press the left thigh away or interlace the hands around the right leg and draw the legs in towards your chest. Take some full, smooth breaths. And now for a moment, press the ankle into the thigh and the thigh back into the ankle. Inhale, press one into the other. And exhale, release. Look for the stretch. Take a breath in. And then exhale, release the legs and switch sides. Now place the right ankle onto the left thigh, flex the top foot, either press the right thigh away or gather the left leg in closer. Press your ankle into your thigh and your thigh back into your ankle. Relax your jaw. Inhale, press a little bit more. And then exhale, soften the effort and look for the stretch. Another full breath in here. And then exhale, release the hands, unwind the legs, place the feet at hip distance apart, bring your arms up overhead, allow them to drape just casually. And then press down into your feet, lift the tailbone, lift your spine up, reach the hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. And then exhale, roll the spine back down, place the hips down. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Drop the knees to the left, open the right arm out to the side. Take your fullest breath in all day. Hold the breath in for a moment. Exhale, change sides. Inhale fully. Take your fullest breath in all week. Hold the breath in for a moment. Exhale, bring the knees to center. And then stretch your body out long onto your mat. guide yourself into a comfortable position. And if you have props nearby that support that comfort, please use them. Maybe it's sliding a blanket under your head, or maybe opening the blanket up and using it for warmth. Invite your hips to get a little bit heavier. Soften your face. Soften your belly. Keep all of that softness and heaviness as it is, but start to take in some fuller breaths. Bend your knees, maybe even draw them in towards your chest. And roll over onto your side. Reconnect with that softness, that heaviness. And guide yourself up into a seat. Once you're upright, bring your hands together in front of your heart, and then rub the hands together briskly. Place one hand onto your heart, place the other hand onto your belly. And extend to yourself an offering of praise. Thank you.